Thank you for logging on to the Voice Sports Network for this broadcast of high school sports. We encourage you to go to the games and support your area teams. We know you have a choice, and thank you for choosing us. This broadcast wouldn't be possible without the support of the sponsors you hear throughout the game. We encourage you to visit their businesses and use their service as often as possible. Be sure to tell them thanks for their support. Now, sit back and enjoy the game, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel.
From the castle in Ossian, Indiana, welcome to another production of Norwell Lady Knights basketball on WellsCountyVoice.com. This evening, the Norwell Lady Knights come in at 11-5. They host the struggling Whitko Wildcats here tonight on a Wednesday evening, a rare Wednesday game here tonight at Norwell, but a pretty good Norwell crowd has made it out to the castle here this evening. Not a large contingent from Whitko here tonight. It's a long trip. They're battling some very dense fog. A lot of the schools closed today up in that area, and a lot of the events tonight are canceled. Talking to Coach Bragg before the game of Whitko, and he mentioned that the wrestling match up there was canceled tonight. So a lot of inclement weather coming from that way, and that probably cutting down the attendance numbers a little bit from Whitko. This is Derek Decker alongside my good friend and partner Jacob Collins, bringing the action live here this evening as Norwell gets set to go. They, again, we mentioned come in at 11-5 on the season. They've got some pretty doggone good wins, coming off a 15-point win on the road at Leo, in a game where they were favored by a similar number, but you can always expect a tighter game from a Leo team who's always very gritty, well-coached there, and very difficult to beat at home. Norwell upset there the last time they made the trip to Leo, so a good win there, and it keeps them right in the thick of things in the Northeast 8. They are 4-0. Them and Belmont will square off what is most likely for the conference championship coming up here on Saturday. That game will be at the Castle. We'll have that for you as well. Belmont is looking to win their second consecutive Northeast 8 title. Norwell trying to get back into its winning ways after losing the first game of the conference season last year against Huntington in overtime, which really hurt them because they did beat Belmont. It was Belmont's only loss in the conference last year, so Norwell not able to do it, but they are looking for a little bit of revenge, following that with New Haven and East Noble after the Belmont game, and both of those games are very, very winnable. But you never know. It's still conference action. They got to take care of business. But first here tonight, it's the Whitko Wildcats who are coming in, the challengers at 1-15. They have lost 12 straight. They haven't won since November the 11th, and that was at Cherubusco, and it was a 45-40 win. It's their only win of the season. Their losing streak began at Peru, a 55-40 loss there. This is a team that has not been blown out a lot. They have had a few blowout games, but they just haven't been able to get over the hump in any kind of close games at all. And their schedule strength, quite frankly, isn't that difficult either. So this is a team that lost just about everything last year, was actually considered a favorite to win the state championship in Class 2A, but was upset in double overtime by Central Noble last season. Brandon Bradley was the coach there last year. The Wildcats controlled the game completely last year in South Whitley. Norwell falling 54-42 in that game. It was Whitko's first win in 8 years against Norwell. The Lady Knights lead the series over the last 15 years 11-2, but Whitko getting back at them a little bit last year. That was a very, very solid team. Shocked that they did not win the sectional, but they did not. They have never won a sectional championship. That was a team that set all kinds of records. They played as a team together from the freshman class, so that was a real fun team to watch. Unfortunately, could not get that sectional victory. But here tonight, Norwell, this is unfortunate, I think, in one aspect for the Lady Knights in that it doesn't get them ready for Belmont all that much. But right now, this is kind of a trap game because you don't want to look forward to Belmont right now because you know that's probably, and you've had that date circled on the calendar for months now. Since the beginning of the season, you knew that was going to be an important game. But, Jacob, you cannot let this game be a trap game, especially when you're the better team here at home.
Well, if you're the Coach Thornton of the Lady Knights, what you got to do tonight is you just got to focus on running your offense. You just got to run your sets. You just got to focus on doing everything well. You just can't get sloppy and let the lead or anything dictate how you play. You just got to play sharp and try to do your best to prepare for Belmont, despite Whitko not being the best team.
Yeah, that's very true, and I think it's important that the Lady Knights are able to do a lot of different things that they may be able to try in this game if it gets out of hand, and we do expect it to. At least the computer does. 71-23, the prediction here tonight. So the computer projecting almost a 50-point Norwell victory. You don't see that too often at all by the computer. I would anticipate that this game is a little bit closer than that, just because of the fact that Whitko, again, has kept some games close. They just haven't been able to win any. Their big problem is they're only shooting at 28% from the field. They're shooting 17% from the three-point line, and they're only averaging 32 points a game, and they're allowing 57. So that's not a good ratio at all. On the flip side, Norwell averaging 55. I think their offense has been very consistent this year in a season, as far as seasons past, where it always hasn't been consistent. This year's offense has been particularly consistent. It's at times where the defense has struggled a little bit. And then, of course, the free throw shooting has cost them a couple games as well. But all in all, Norwell has had a terrific season here again. But just 2-3 at home, and that's a statistic that you don't see very often at all. These Lady Knights are usually almost unbeatable here at the Castle. They're 7-1 on the road and 2-0 at neutral sites. But, coming in here tonight, their 3 losses are against very quality teams. Northwood, a game where they should have won, but Northwood's a very good team. On the season, the Black Swish have a record of 13-5. So they've had a real nice year, but that was a game that was well within Norwell's control. Completely outplayed them, but only shot 8 of 24 from the free throw line. Other losses at home include Homestead, a game which they competed very well in, actually outplayed Homestead after the first 5 or 6 minutes of that game, and then a loss to Dwenger by 7. Also a game that they were in. They had the lead with about 3 minutes left. So just got to find a way to start closing some games at home, and I think this team is getting much better at that. Coach Thornton touched on it. Since they've won at Warsaw, which at this point still appears to be the turning point of the season, coming back from 18 down in the second half on the road at a very, very good Warsaw team and winning 54-50. Since then, their only loss has been to Carroll, and Carroll's just, again, on a different level. In the SAC. They gave 83 points in that game, shot nearly 60% from the field. There's just not a whole lot you can do with that. Norwell was minus a lot of players in that contest because of injuries and so forth. But they come in tonight building off of that momentum against Leo. So what we're going to do, since we do not have the band in attendance tonight, we're going to take a break as the national anthem is played, a recording version, so not able to bring that to you due to copyright violation and infringement on YouTube's policy. So we'll go ahead and take a break. This is Norwell Basketball on WellsCountyVoice.com, part of the Voice Sports Network.
A new adventure awaits. Above the clouds, beneath the waves, among the rocks, powered by the light around us. Each moment of time is precious. Go higher, deeper, further. Pursue your dreams. Powered by light. Any light never needs a battery. Citizen ProMaster. Go beyond.
Daniel's Jewelers, North Main Street, Bluffton, where personal attention and trust become part of the memory.
At First Bank of Bern, we follow a set of ideals and values that define who we are. Honesty, integrity, respect, and compassion. They guide us every day in our work and in our lives because we believe banking should be easy and everyone should be treated with respect, regardless of their account size. It's why people have trusted us with their banking for generations. It makes us who we are. First Bank of Bern. We believe in the value of people. Member FDIC.
Welcome to the new Heidi Automotive Group. We have a brand new state-of-the-art facility. Now you can shop for a new Chevrolet, Buick, Dodge, Ram, Jeep, or Chrysler at the same location right here in Bluffton, Indiana. We have a huge selection of pre-owned cars, trucks, vans, and crossovers. We focus on quality, and that is why we certify our pre-owned inventory so you get more warranty, free maintenance, and peace of mind. Don't worry about your credit. We have financing options for everyone. Heidi Automotive Group, a new look, but old-fashioned integrity.
Yeah, welcome back to the Castle here. We'll turn it over to the public address announcer, Jamie Feldheiser, for tonight's starting lineups.
Let's be the starting lineups for tonight's varsity contest. First, the visiting Whitko Lady Wildcats. Starting in the guard, a 5'6" senior, number 11, Taylor White. Starting at the other guard, a 5'4" senior, number 13, Anna Ousley. Starting at a forward, a 5'10" junior, number 15, Liz Fouts. Starting at another forward, a 5'7" junior, number 22, Kayla Schiffer. And starting at the other forward, a 5'8" junior, number 23, Ellie Smith. The head coach for the Lady Wildcats in his first season with the program is Dr. Rick Bragg. And now, local fans, here's the starting lineup for your Norwell Lady Knights. Starting at the guard, a 5'6" senior, number 10, Brielle Wilson. Starting at the other guard, a 5'5" freshman, number 24, Haley Filling. Starting at a forward, a 5'8" junior, number 12, Aubrey Cunning. Starting at the forward, a 5'11" sophomore, number 32, Brianna Parker. And starting at the forward, a 5'8" senior, number 44, Logan Brown.
Once again, those starters for Whitko, it's Taylor Reif, Anna Ousley, Liz Fouts, Kayla Schipper, and Ellie Snepp. For head coach Rick Bragg, who's in his first year at Whitko with a record of 1-15. For Norwell, it's Brielle Wilson, Aubrey Dunnick, Kaylee Filling, Brianne Barger, Logan Rouse. For head coach Eric Thornton, who's in his 21st year here at Norwell with a record of 319 and 162. As we get set to go on a Wednesday night from the Castle, Derek Decker, Jacob Collins, welcoming you in to our broadcast. Happy to have you along for the ride as Norwell gets set to try to win their second consecutive game, trying to win their fifth out of six as well, and Aubrey Dunnick easily controls the tip for the Lady Knights. They'll go into their first offensive set. It appears Whitko has come out in a 3-2 zone to start this one out, or a 1-2-2, depending on how far Ousley sags off the top of the key. So the Knights are probably going to be patient in the zone. They get it in the corner now. Dunnick puts it on the floor, puts it up, and misses it wildly, but got her own rebound. Whitko was not able to corral the board, and Dunnick gives Norwell a 2-0 lead. For the Lady Wildcats, the Knights actually appear to be in a 1-3-1 to come out. We haven't seen this team play it all that much this year, as Coach Thornton has been a little unsure of his kids and how they're going to play it. But scoring on the other end is Ellie Snepp with her first basket of the game. She does kind of everything for these Whitko Wildcats. 11 points and 15 rebounds a game. You don't see a player average 15 boards, especially coming in at just 5'9". Brielle Wilson handles it right wing for the Lady Knights. Rouse tries to drive, gets into the lane, lost the handle, found it again. Outlets on the floor to Kaylee Filling. A pretty athletic move to even get that ball out to Filling, and she'll drive and be fouled into the lane. Fouls on Anna Ousley. That's her first, and the team's first, game's first. 6:37 left in this first quarter. Kaylee's first free throw rims home. Filling on the season just a 34% free throw shooter. The Norwell team shoots at 56% as a team. But Filling looked good on both of those, and Kaylee has her first two of the game, and it's a 4-2 Norwell lead again. That 1-3-1 for Norwell is extending out beyond the half court as Brianne Barger, and there's a steal. First turnover of the game, and it's going to result in a Logan Rouse layup in transition. Norwell now 2 of 3 from the field. Barger nearly creates the turnover in the backcourt. It's just tough to throw over the 5'11 sophomore, and another turnover. Dunnick in transition. Bowls her way in there and couldn't get the shot to go, and the rebound caroms off to Taylor Reif for Whitko. And they throw it away again. So the third turnover here on consecutive possessions for the Lady Wildcats. Something they struggle with. They average 24 a game. Norwell forcing 22 a game, but averaging 20 a game on their own. So Norwell's had their own turnover struggles here this season, especially as of late. The Plymouth shootout is one area of concern, but Dunnick turns and scores from about 8 feet with the right hand, and it's 8-2 and a travel as Whitko turns it over for the fourth consecutive possession.
If Whitko wants to compete in this game, Derek, they're really going to have to limit these turnovers.
Yeah, you have to against a Norwell team that's very solid. I think this is a great move by Coach Thornton, getting some experience in that 1-3-1 because it hasn't been all that good. We haven't seen him play it all that much. But this is the kind of the game, and we talked about it in the pregame, that you can try some different things. This is Emily Duggins that checked in at the timeout. There's the over-the-top play, and Aubrey Dunnick scores. Assist filling. That's a beautiful play, and that works 9 times out of 10. It's 10-2. They turn it over for the 5th time in a row, and Logan Rouse lays it in. And that's going to force a Coach Rick Bragg timeout. This one a 30. Didn't take long. 5:03 to play here in this first quarter, and it's a 10-point Norwell lead. While we have a moment, we'll let you know that be it preventative maintenance, repair, or replacement, Bluffton Roofing owner James Worth will suggest the proper course of action that is best for your home. Bluffton Roofing, quality first home improvement. Reach them at 260-307-6313. And when you join the Y, you're not just a member of a facility, you're a part of something greater. Take the first step towards a healthier you and join the Y, the Kaler Nickel Foundation YMCA, located at 550 West Dustman Road in Bluffton. Norwell leads 12-2, 5:03 to go here, first quarter of play. Rick Bragg coming off that 30-second timeout, trying to calm things down early on as the things have not gone well for the Lady Wildcats. They've turned it over on 5 possessions in a row here, and they have 4 out of the 5 have resulted in Norwell points. Trying to drive was Kayla Shipper. Wasn't getting a whole lot of anywhere on Barger, and she dribbled it off of Barger's leg, so it'll stay with the Wildcats here on this end. They kind of run a cross play along the free throw line. Couldn't get the shot to go was Kayla Shipper, and the rebound pulled out of there by Barger. Filling into the lane pretty easily and finishes off the glass. Haley with 4 points here in this first quarter. It's 14-2. Once again, the Knights set up in that trap, and Ousley doesn't know what to do with it. They create nearly another turnover, and they do get another turnover as Brielle Wilson outletted to Aubrey Dunnick to force the 6th Whitko turnover. The Knights are yet to turn it over here in this first quarter. Done a nice job taking care of the ball. Shot it well from the field. Got great looks, though. Almost all of them layups. Dunnick kicks in the corner. Brielle Wilson, a high arcing 3 off the front rim. Rebound, though, in there to Rouse. She couldn't get it to go, and the rebound pulled out of there by Liz Fouts for Whitko. Couple good looks again that time for Norwell, just not able to convert. On the other end, turning it over was Emily Duggins. It's actually going to be a jump ball, so it'll stay with Whitko. The Knights are going to check in 3 players, which is essentially their entire bench. Maya Shelton, Lauren Bales, Kylie Top checks in. We haven't seen a whole lot of her as of late. Going to the bench is Wilson, Wilson, Filling, and Barger, should say. Shelton immediately knocks that pass out of bounds. And that's exactly why she's on the floor. She can score it as well. Shelton has averaged 6 points a game, but her average has steadily gone up over the last 5 or 6 games. She's become a big-time outside threat. That time she fronted the post, almost created a turnover, and then Kayla Shipper steps out of bounds trying to drive baseline, and it's turnover number 7 for Whitko, and we've only played just over 4 minutes. So Lauren Bales will run the point now for Norwell. Lauren averaging 4 points, a rebound and assist, does a lot of things away from the ball, steps into a 3 here and hits the side of the backboard. That was a slingshot, and it came off to Liz Fouts again. So the 5'10 junior starting to rack up rebounds here in this first quarter. Lauren shoots at 31% from the three-point line and wasn't able to get that one to go. It was a pretty deep look. Ball loose again. Kylie Top deflected that one. Tough shot, tough angle for Ellie Snepp. Couldn't get the shot to go. And Lauren Bales turns it over. And then fouls on the other way. Emily Duggins was able to get the score and draw the foul. It's the first turnover for these Lady Knights here in the quarter. It's actually the game's second foul with just 3 minutes left in this first quarter. Barger and Wilson are going to check back in. Rouse and Dunnick out, so all 5 starters have now sat time on the bench, and that's good to see, I think, if you're Coach Thornton. Rotating a number of different players in there. That free throw almost came in off the top of the backboard for Emily Duggins. Duggins has only played in 2 games this year, by the way, but she's got 25 points in those 2 games, so she's been very effective while she's been on the floor. The Whitko team only shoots at 51% from the free throw line, though, so that's a point of concern. Duggins picks up the personal on the other end. Wilson looking for help on the inbounds, gets it into Barger, and she had it partially blocked by Ellie Snap, and then fouls over the back. So Whitko trying to cut into the teeth of that 10-point lead and that 1-3-1 defense that Norwell has set up here in this first quarter. It's given Whitko all kinds of trouble. There's another turnover. Barger is going to lay it up and in. And the majority of Norwell's points have come in transition here in this first quarter. Boy, Duggins was stuck again top of the key. That was better ball movement, at least making the 1-3-1 work, and it was knocked out of bounds by the long Barker. Stay with Whitko. Keying it in is Anna Oosley. Where's number 13? 5'2" senior for this Wildcat squad, and a foul's going to be called on Kylie Top as Emily Duggins hit the deck. Third on the team here, but everything evenly distributed in the foul column. Checking in is Taylor Reif. She was a starter in the contest, but sat on the bench there for a while. And another foul is going to be called. This one's on Breanne Barger. That's number 2. So she will likely see time on the bench. Aubrey Dunnick's going to check back in here.
Breanne Barger's really had a tough time all season with foul trouble, and as we get deeper in conference and closer to sectional, that's something that she's really going to have to change.
You know, I'd expect to see her back here into the game before we go to halftime, because this is that was last touched by Kayla Shipper for Whitko, so it's the 9th turnover. I would expect to see her back into the game, because I think, well, at least if I'm Coach Thornton, I'm putting her in to see how she can play with 2 fouls. And this is, again, a great time to do that kind of thing. You've got an important conference game coming up on Saturday, and we're really close to tournament time. I mean, the season has flown by. The Knights are 11-5. Shelton missed the runner. Dunnick fighting hard for the rebound, and she was digging at the basketball, and that's why it was out of bounds last touch by Norwell. So Norwell has gone a little cold from the field here in the last minute or two. We're just under 2 minutes to play in this first quarter. It's a 16-4 Norwell lead. They create the 10th Whitko turnover. Top in transition, a jump stop. Might have gotten fouled, but an offensive board by Shelton and a putback is good. And Norwell lead is 14. Shelton on the board. So 5 different Norwell players have scored in this first quarter for the Knights. They try to loop the pass over, and it's another turnover. Bales got it to Shelton. Not a great pass, so Shelton had to work with it a little bit. And kicks it out. Wilson again for 3, and this one's good. Brielle Wilson connects on a triple to make it 21-4. Brielle's been on and off from the three-point line this season, but still the most consistent shooter. 36% leads the team, a team that shoots just 28% from the three-point line. Trying to drive was Shipper. She had it stripped, but the Wildcats are able to retain possession. Oosley chucks a 3, and we'll talk about why she does that here in just a moment. She was nowhere close to making that 3, and I can see why her field goal percentage is 19%. Wilson with 41 seconds left in the quarter. as they reverse the basketball around the top of the key. In the corner, it goes to Wilson, or to Top. Bounce pass fails, missed the 3 try. Offensive board, though, by Top, and she had it stripped. Oh, so Hewitt is going to step into a 3 and hit it. Sarah Hewitt, the 5'5 junior, hits her 3rd 3 of the season. She was 2 of 16 coming into the contest. She makes it 21-7. Wilson drives right down the lane and scores. Nice answer by Brielle, 5th point of the game. 4 seconds, and they're going to lose it, and they're going to stop the clock with .1, so it will be a turnover. It'll be the 12th of the quarter. Norwell with just 1. And they'll just be able to inbound it, and that'll end the quarter. So we're through 8 minutes of play. It's Norwell 23, Whitko 7. We'll take a break and return after these words. It's Norwell basketball on WellsCountyVoice.com, part of the Voice Sports Network.
Everything that I do can have an impact on somebody else.
You can dream any dream, and you can chase any dream, and you can have a chance to succeed at that dream.
We're here just a speck of time.
Given the opportunities to be selfless.
That's what God does with us.
Not forgetting how you got here and who helped you along the way.
What are you doing for others?
Those to whom much has been given, much is expected.
Welcome back to the Castle. It's the second quarter of play. Norwell leads at 23-7 over the Wildcats. Whitko cutting into that lead a little bit right there at the end of the quarter with a 3 by Sarah Hewitt, who only averages 3 points a game, so she's got her average in the first quarter. And Norwell didn't shoot it all that well in that first quarter, kind of trailed off towards the end of the quarter. They came out very hot, and a lot of those were uncontested layups in transition. They forced 12 turnovers in the first quarter and only had 1, so that's really good, especially against a zone. Whitko's defensive pressure has not been real intense, though. Wilson goes over the top, and it was cut off. The pass was a little bit too short, so they turn it over for the second time. Ousley, another 3, and this one is good. Anna Ousley was able to knock down the 3. She shoots it just 19%, but it's 23-10. So Whitko trying to hang around a little bit here in this first half. Shelton tries for the answer, and it's long, and the rebound pulled out of there by Kayla Schipper for Whitko. Shelton now 1 of 3 from the field. Ousley, bounce pass underneath. That's a really well-run play. And the score is by Sarah Hewitt again. She's got 5, and it's 23-12. A 5-point spurt here for the Wildcats. That's trying to answer with something on the offensive end. And it was last touched by Whitko as it was knocked out of bounds by Kayla Schipper. Have a couple of subs, one for each team. Bales checks back in for Norwell. Shelton takes a seat. For Whitko, it's Emily Duggins back into the game as Ousley goes to the bench. Over the top play, and Rouse is fouled on the inbounds, and she'll go to the line. Logan, 66% on the season. The foul was on Schipper. And Logan trying to continue her pretty good free throw shooting from the line. She does. Logan's got 5. Knights have been very balanced on offense so far. 6 for Dunnick, 5 for Rouse, 4 for Filling, 5 for Wilson. And both are good. So the Knights 4 of 4 to start the game from the line. 25-12 Norwell. Driving into the lane. And a quick shot from the baseline is good by Kayla Schipper, her first basket of the game. She shoots it just 33% on the season. So Whitko has been good here the last couple of possessions, knocking down some shots. And that's really what this team struggles at. Kaylee Filling might have had a 3, but missed her chance at taking it. So she'll have to reset the possession. And Wilson stops, pops, and connects from the top of the key. And it's now a 14-point Norwell lead again. 8 points for Brielle. And they stripped Emily Duggins. 13th Whitko turnover in transition. Nice pass up ahead to Rouse, and she was partially blocked, I believe, from behind. And it's her second miss of the game. 2 minutes gone here in this second quarter. 28-14 Norwell lead. Rouse just jumped into the passing lane, stepped right in front of it, and Filling will finish in transition for Norwell. Kaylee Filling with her 6th point. She already has her average here in this first half, and it's 30-14. From the 15-foot range, it was Ellie Snepp missing the shot. Norwell pulled down the rebound, and Coach Thornton wants a quick timeout. This one of the 30-second variety, so we'll keep it right here. We'll let you know that more than just a hardware store, Reed's Do It Best Hardware has a gift shop, paint department, rental department, and yes, hardware. They're open 7 days a week to best serve you, located on Highway 1 north in Bluffton. Also at Pizza Hut in Bluffton, get a large 2-topping pizza for only $7.99 or upgrade to a specialty pizza for only $3 more. Dine in or carry out, 632 North Main Street in Bluffton. Order online at pizzahut.com. 5:37 left in this first half. Norwell leading 30-14, and Jacob, I think when you look at the overall body of work here in this contest so far, Norwell's pretty much done what they wanted to. Only turned it over twice, haven't shot it great from the field, especially from outside, but they're getting the looks they want inside.
Yeah, we talked about early in the pregame show about how Norwell just needs to run their stuff. They need to focus on not being sloppy despite possibly having a huge lead, and they've done a very good job of that so far.
Dunnick missed the turnaround in the lane, but the Knights got the offensive rebound. Wilson looking for her third three, and she couldn't get it either. Wilson now 2 of 4 from distance. Taylor Reif into the game for Whitko here. She has not scored, only averages 3 on the season. Left it for Duggins. She drives baseline and scores. It was contested at the rim. Good defense, I think, by Aubrey Dunnick, but she was just able to muscle in it, and Emily Duggins with her 4th point. She's definitely a scorer. I can't believe she's only played 2 games this year. And the Knights turn it over. They weren't able to corral the pass, but they almost forced a turnover on the other end. Last touch by Brielle Wilson. Kaylee Filling is down again, and that is not a good sign for Norwell. She's back up, but she is taking a breath, and I think she's going to be subbed for here. Maya Shelton will check back into the game. If you're not familiar, Kaylee Filling went down with an injury at Plymouth last Saturday. I guess that would have been 2 Saturdays ago. In the second game there, it really hurt Norwell in that game. Brielle Wilson picks off the inbounds pass. Whitko's done a little bit better job taking care of the ball here in this second quarter, but they still have accumulated 15 in this first half. Bale stepped through the defense, but got a wild shot off. She just kind of lost control going through there. She's 0 for 3 from the field now. And the other way, it is Emily Duggins off the front rim and then off the glass and good. And it's 30-18. Whitko's offense has been much more efficient in this second quarter. And now Coach Thornton wants another timeout. He's not particularly pleased right now with the way Norwell is playing defensively. And it's another 30, so we'll get to hear from some more sponsors. Enjoy Friday fun every Friday from noon to 6 and bowl for just $1.50 shoe rental at the Bowling Center, South Main Street in Bluffton. Also, Heide Automotive, celebrating over 40 years of serving Wells County and the surrounding area with a great selection of new and used vehicles with an outstanding service department. Visit HeideMotors.com to view their inventory. 4:04 left in this second quarter. Norwell 30, Whitko 18. And as I mentioned, unless this thing gets seriously out of hand in the second half, we expected a closer game than 50. That's a little bit bullish, even coming from the computer, who is typically very good this time of the season. But we knew Whitko was able to, should be able to keep it closer than that. Wilson had it stripped. It was last touched by Whitko, so it'll stay with Norwell. But Whitko's offense has been, I think, a little bit too good for Coach Thornton to be satisfied with, but they've shot a very good percentage from the field. We'll have those statistics for you at halftime. About 4 minutes away. Shelton open on the wing for three. This one's short, and the rebound pulled out of there by Ellie Snepp for Whitko. Shelton 0 for 2 from the three-point line. Well, Rouse trying to stop her, and driving was Kayla Shipper. She couldn't get the shot to go off the glass. Knights were able to pull down the rebound. Shelton swings in the corner. Kylie Top will try a three. This one rims out, and Snepp has the rebound again. Norwell not shooting it good from outside with the exception of Brielle Wilson. Nice block in transition by Maya Shelton as she got a hand on Sarah Hewitt's layup attempt. Shelton this time will drive, kick. Wilson on the wing for three. This one's off the back iron. Norwell getting a little bit, they're settling a little bit on offense here. Surprised at that after two Coach Thornton timeouts. And a three on the other end is good. It is Sarah Hewitt who has doubled her total made field goal attempts on the season in this game. It's 30-21, and Whitko not out of it by any stretch. Just 2:36 left in the second quarter. In the corner, they get it to Shelton. Knights trying to get something going now on offense. Wilson will try another three. This one's off the front rim. Nice board, though, by Kylie Top, who was in the right place at the right time, and she gets the putback basket. Whitko looks comfortable enough to run as they're trying to play a little bit more up-tempo than the Knights would like. It was last touched by Norwell, so it'll stay with Whitko on the out-of-bounds call. Anna Ousley, Liz Fouts will check back in for Whitko, and Kaylee Filling, that's a good sign to see, back in for Norwell. There's 2:12 left in this first half. Fouts inbounds along the baseline, and it's stolen away by Rouse. Up ahead, Wilson scores and draws the foul. Assist Rouse, good court vision that time by Logan. And Wilson has reached double figures here in this first half with 10. She only averages 8. First free throw attempt as well. A 49% shooter on the year. And this one is straight through. It's definitely got a high arc on that shot. So it's either going to come up pretty short or it's going to go straight through. And that ball's loose and picked up by Logan Rouse, and she was undercut by Anna Ousley at midcourt. It's Ousley's second personal. Just the fourth on this Whitko team. Take it back, it's the fifth foul. And it's actually the third on Ousley, so I missed a foul on Anna, and she's still in the game right now. Yeah, they need her on the floor. She's basically their only legitimate outside threat, although Hewitt has proved herself with a couple triples. Oh, nice pass to Dunnick, and she could not finish. Kaylee Filling got the penetration, and the cross lane pass to Dunnick could not finish was Dunnick, and Emily Doggins got to the rim again. Too easy, I think. She's got 8 now, and it's 35-23. Logan, the crossover dribble, and Aubrey was just tied up there by Emily Duggins. She had her both arms being restricted. She couldn't even get a shot up, but the official is going to award her 2 free throws. It's the second foul on Duggins. Aubrey, a 46% shooter. This one is good, though. Norwell has been perfect from the line. Bales back into the game for the Knights as Brielle Wilson will check out. And Kayla Shipper relieves Taylor Reif for Whitko. And Dunnick is no good on the second free throw, tapped out, last touched by Kylie Top, and it'll go back the other way. So the first miss for Norwell, you can credit that one to me. Whitko will try to set something up. Only trailed by 13 as they have been in the game, but Logan Rouse, who has a number of steals in this game, that's a block. On the other end, it'll be 2 shots for Logan as she was fouled by Ellie Snap. And Logan will return to the free throw line where she is 2 for 2. Maya Shelton set to check back in here between the free throws. Logan's first one is good. Kaylee Filling will head back to the bench, more than likely for the last 59 seconds of this first half. And Logan is good on both. So it's a 15-point Norwell lead. 8 points for Rouse. I've been surprised at Whitko's ability to play up-tempo here so far. That's a jump ball, and it'll stay with Whitko here as they have the possession arrow. Inbounding on the sidelines, Kayla Shipper for the Wildcats, and Duggins gets it, drives baseline, kicks to Oosley. The short corner shot no good, but the putback basket is good by Kayla Shipper, and it's 38-25. 36 seconds left in the half. Knights in their motion offense. Rouse travels. Yep. She was trying to draw the foul in there and was trying to back her down, the defender, and just walked with it before she was able to get it away. Well, Whitko's got to be pleased to some extent with their performance here in this first half. Emily Duggins is carrying the basketball every time she dribbles. That's a 15-footer, no good, but a tough rebound in there. No shot. It's on the floor. Boy, Dunnick hit the deck, and you don't see that very often. Her get knocked to the ground without a foul being called. Kayla Shipper missed the shot, but got her own rebound. And the foul was on Kylie Top, so it's her second. It is the team's fifth. And Fouts this time will inbound it. Oh, wide open was Ellie Snap. She couldn't get it, got her own rebound again, is fouled, and scores. And I think they're going to count it. Now they're talking about it. And they are going to count it. I'm not sure how Ellie Snap got that wide open underneath the basket. Coach Thornton cannot be pleased with that one. Kylie Top is going to the bench with 3 fouls here in this first half. And she's replaced by Wilson. Been a lot closer than that prediction. And they almost have their game average here in this first half against a stingy Norwell defense that has played a little bit lackadaisical at times tonight. Snap good on the free throw, completes the three-point play, makes it a 10-point ball game with 12 seconds left in the first half. Wilson across the timeline, 8 seconds. Bales leaves it for Rouse. Logan on the dribble, into the lane, scoops it up, draws the foul on Liz Fouts with 3.8 left. It's Liz's first. It's the team's 8th here in this first half. The only one in foul trouble for Whitko is Anna Oosley with 3, and she's still on the floor. Logan's first free one is good. Her last 5 points have been from the free throw line. She could reach double figures with a make here. And she does. So 10 points for Logan. Oosley with 2 seconds, 1 second, and they're not going to get a shot off. So that shot will not count, and that will take us to the break. The score reads at halftime. It's Norwell 40, Whitko 28. We'll take a break and return after these words. This is Norwell basketball on WellsCountyVoice.com, part of the Voice Sports Network.
Indiana Physical Therapy is your choice in northern Indiana. Are you suffering from chronic pain? Maybe you just had a knee replacement, or are an athlete injured during a recent game, or just someone who tweaked your back perfecting your golf swing. Choose IPT for your physical therapy. IPT is a cost-effective therapy provider who accepts all insurance plans. We offer the highest credentialed and most reputable staff in the area. We're open 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. and can schedule you the same day you call. You can find any of our 17 Indiana physical therapy locations near you and know that we will assist you in getting you back to work, play, and life. Contact IPT or your physician to start your therapy today. Celebrating 29 years in business, Indiana Physical Therapy is your choice for physical therapy. Call 260-209-2464 or visit indianapt.com.
At Corrective Chiropractic, we offer individualized treatment plans for patients of all ages, from infants to elderly, and even during pregnancy. Have you ever experienced a workplace, sport, or auto accident, or just keep suffering from chronic pain? Corrective Chiropractic can help. Knee, neck, shoulder, or back pain, headaches, migraines, allergies, muscular tension? Corrective Chiropractic can help.
I'm Dr. Josh Bell from Corrective Chiropractic, serving Bluffton, Yoder, Decatur, Bern, Montpelier, and the surrounding area to help you feel and function better. Schedule your appointment today at 260-353-1400 and let Corrective Chiropractic help you along your journey to health and wellness. Corrective Chiropractic, 360 North Main Street, Suite A, Dutch Mill Plaza, Bluffton, Indiana.
It's estimated that 1 in 4 children has a vision-related condition that can affect learning. Your child's vision can make a big difference in academic performance. Annual exams are recommended to rule out vision problems that may interfere with your child's vision, development, and academic performance. Doctors Mitchell, Miller, and Fry at Bluffton Family Eye Care can detect any vision problems your child may have, which can then be promptly treated. Our optometrists provide the expert care, advice, and the follow-up you need to look and feel your best by combining experience and expertise with the latest technology.
To look and feel your best, visit Drs. Mitchell, Miller, and Fry at Bluffton Family Eye Care, 105 West Harvest Road in Bluffton. Call 824-3424. That's 824-3424. Or online at BlufftonFamilyEyeCare.com. At Grable Insurance, their most important job is to make sure you leave with the best coverage you can afford. They want to provide you protection from the unfortunate things that can and often do happen. The cheapest insurance is often not the best. Visit online at GrableInsurance.com or stop by the office on Pony Express Run, next door to the Leo Post Office, and talk to any of the friendly agents that would be happy to help you. Grable Insurance is a proud sponsor of high school athletics.
Do you know a 7th grader looking for a fun place to spend time with friends? Are you looking for an environment where your teen is surrounded by positive role models? These days, your middle school student is probably very interactive, but is he or she active? 7th grade is a time when sports become more competitive and provide less opportunity for the average child to be involved in physical activity. The YMCA wants to emphasize the value of a healthy lifestyle by offering a free Y membership to every 7th grader in Allen, Whitley, and Wells counties. It's the wise way of giving back to this community. Students thrive in a safe environment where they can grow in spirit, mind, and body. Get to your local Y and sign your 7th grader up for a free Y membership. It's that simple. Offer good for every 7th grader residing in Allen, Whitley, and Wells counties. For more information, stop by your local Y or visit fwymca.org or email hereforyu@fwymca.org.
Welcome back to the Castle. We are at halftime, and the score reads Norwell 40, Whitko 28. The Lady Knights have a 12-point lead, and we'll go ahead and go over the halftime statistics. We'll start with Whitko. Leading the way, it's Emily Duggins individually with 8, and Sarah Hewitt with 8 as well. And then chipping in with 5 was Snepp, 4 was Shipper, and Oosley with 3. As a team, they shot 12 of 20 from the field. That's 60%. And they only shoot at 28% on the season coming in. And also 3 of 4 from the three-point line. We noted that their three-point field goal percentage is just 17%, but 75% in that first half. They got some good looks, and we'll talk about that in a minute as well. And 1 of 2 from the line for 50%. The problem was they had 17 turnovers. If you think about if they didn't have the number of turnovers that they did have, but just about everything they threw up was going in, so this could be a lot different. Could be even a lot tighter than it is at 12. For Norwell, individually leading the way was Brielle Wilson with 11 points. Logan Rouse had 10, 6 of them from the line. Aubrey Dunnick had 7. Kaylee Filling with 6. And then Top, Shelton, and Barger chipping in with 2 apiece. They turned it over just 4 times in the first half. That's very good. But just 14 of 33 from the field, which is actually a percentage above their season average of 41%. But you got to take into account that a lot of these shots were coming from 2 or 3 feet. At least their misses inside. They did miss 9 threes as well. 2 of 11 from outside. The only 2 hit by Brielle Wilson for just 18% there. But very good at the line, 10 for 11 for 91%. So that's an improving number. It's good to see the Lady Knights start to maybe develop some consistency here late in the season. I think a lot of that was boosted by the fact that you had your best free throw shooter at the line a lot of the time. But in any case, it's a 40-28 Norwell lead. But Jacob, we'll see if you agree with me here. But I think Whitko got a lot of the looks that they really wanted, and Norwell broke down a number of times on defense in that first half.
I think that's especially true in the second quarter. The first quarter, they came out with that 1-3-1 trap Norwell did, and it looked very good. Second quarter, they just looked lackadaisical, and they just couldn't manage to get a stop. Whitko got lots of open 3 looks. They got lots of layups.
They did.
And they were also in lots of the right places on rebounds. They got a lot of rebounds that I was just kind of shaking my head, and I'm just like, how does Norwell not get that rebound? But Norwell needs to come out with that same ferocity defensively they came out with in the first quarter, and I think they'll be all right.
Yeah, you mentioned it. Just 12. They had 12 turnovers. They forced 12 of them in that first quarter, and then only 5 in that second quarter. And the game started to turn a little bit in favor of Whitko. Norwell had extended that lead to big time, and it looked like they may run away with it early on. I mean, it was 14-2 right off the bat, forcing Coach Bragg to take a timeout. But since then, these ladies have played much better. It's 40-28 here at halftime. We'll go ahead and take another short timeout and return after these words. This is Norwell basketball on WellsCountyVoice.com.
At Pizza Hut, our original pan dough rises fresh every day, making it crispy on the outside, soft and chewy on the inside. And now you can get our original pan as part of the $6.99 any deal. That's 2 medium pizzas with any toppings, any crust, any specialty for just $6.99 each. Only at Pizza Hut.
Get the $6.99 any deal at your local Pizza Hut on North Main Street in Bluffton.
Hey, honey, is this your course schedule for the fall?
Yep.
Let me see here. English, good. Chemistry, trigonometry, excellent. World history, I love world history. Baseball? Wait, baseball? Baseball isn't a course, honey.
Well, sure it is, Mom. High school sports are about so much more than winning and losing. They teach lessons that can't be taught in a classroom, like accountability and self-discipline, the value of teamwork. I may not be earning a grade, but I'm learning how to compete later in life. Isn't that what getting a good education is all about?
Yes, of course it is. I was just testing you.
What can teenagers here in Indiana learn from participating in high school sports? Plenty, as it turns out. That's why they're called education-based athletics.
High school sports. There's so much more than just a game.
This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Welcome back to the Castle. We're just about set to get the third quarter underway. It's a 12-point Norwell lead as they will try to cut Whitko off defensively as they have struggled a little bit on defense. We're not used to seeing this Norwell team struggle so much defensively in a single game, and I think maybe that's where the overlooking comes in a little bit, not respecting the fact that Whitko can make shots, even though their numbers don't prove it. But it has been good to see Norwell try to lock down a little bit. It's interesting to me because usually when you see a team that overlooks an opponent, and I'm not saying that's what happens here tonight, but usually when you see a team do that, they're sloppy, they turn it over a lot, get careless, start settling for shots. Norwell did start settling for shots at a time there in that second quarter, about halfway through. They took 4 threes in a row on consecutive possessions and missed them all. But tonight, again, it's shown through most notably on the defensive side. Norwell will start this third quarter with the basketball, and on the floor for the Lady Knights, it appears to be the starters, and it is. Looks like the same for Whitko, although Anna Ousley out there with 3 fouls for the Lady Wildcats. Kylie Topp is on the bench with 3 for Norwell. Brianne Barger has 2. And she sat a majority of that second quarter. Aubrey Dunnick muscles it in for her 9th point. Gives Norwell a 14-point lead, and they've got to find a way to recover, and this time they do. They shut off Duggins. They kick to Ousley for 3, and she buries it. Anna Ousley, can't believe the shooting percentage for Whitko right now. Second triple for Ousley. Shoots at just 19% on the season, but she's the main 3-point threat on the team. Nice give and go to Rouse, but she couldn't finish with the left hand, and Ellie Snepp has the rebound. In the lane, turning the corner, and missing the shot was Ellie Snepp. Ball is pulled out of there by Barger for the Knights. So the Knights trying to settle it down a little bit. Just an 11-point lead here in a game where they are favored by 48. Dunnick on the baseline. Throws it out to Barger, straightaway 3. Still hasn't made a 3 all year, and the rebound bounces out to Anna Ousley. She is now 0 of 15 from distance. Duggins gets free for 3, and she hits it. And Coach Thornton is not pleased. Emily Duggins has her 11th point. She's in double figures. And we will take a full timeout along with Coach Thornton. Back in a minute. This is Norwell basketball on WellsCountyVoice.com, part of the Voice Sports Network.
A new adventure awaits. Above the clouds, beneath the waves, among the rocks, powered by the light around us. Each moment of time is precious. Go higher, deeper, further. Pursue your dreams. Powered by light. Any light never needs a battery. Citizen ProMaster. Go beyond.
Daniel's Jewelers, North Main Street, Bluffton, where personal attention and trust become part of a memory.
Welcome back to the Castle. It's an 8-point Norwell lead. This thing has gotten even closer after halftime, and Coach Thornton trying to settle his team down a little bit as Whitko tries to make a run, get back into this game. Filling thought about the 3, instead pulls up from the elbow, misses the shot. Offensive rebound, though, controlled by Brianne Barger for the Lady Knights. Filling with her first miss from the field. Dunnick drives, kicks. They swing it around the perimeter. Wilson try to go inside out now. They get it back to Brielle for a right wing 3. This one's off the front iron, and the rebound pulled out of there by Kayla Schipper, and she immediately travels. So that'll turn it back over to the Knights. It's the first turnover for either team here in the second half. Just 6:05 left in this third. Minute 55 into the quarter. Rouse Filling gets free for 3 and misses off the front rim. Another rebound, though, by Brianne Barger, so she's saving Norwell a little bit on the offensive end as the Knights' shooting struggles continue from outside. Now just 2 for 14 on the game. Dunnick, baseline, dribbles it off her foot and out of bounds. 5th Norwell turnover of the game. It's not been a lot considering the number of possessions, but that one hurts, and Whitko can cut this game to 2 possessions. They are really feeling it right now. Filling knocks that one out of bounds. And we talked about it. This could be a trap game for Norwell, although Whitko's playing very well. I mean, at this point, they have cleaned up the turnover numbers, and now they're shooting it very well from the field. They have not missed a shot in this second half. 2 for 2, and they've both been 3s. And there's a turnover. Created by Barger, controlled by Dunnick. Steps through the defense, avoids the offensive foul. That was a really nice move. Good to see Dunnick do that. She's got 11 now, and it's 44-34, back to a 10-point lead for the Lady Knights. And they tried to over-pursue. Didn't get the rebound on the missed shot. They missed twice. They get a third rebound. And Norwell continues to struggle. Taylor Reif will go to the line here, I think. Yep. Kayla Schipper also missed on that possession. And Reif, who shoots at just 35% from the free throw line, will step to the stripe. And this one is a brick. Inbounding for Whitko is Liz Fouts, and she'll relieve Kayla Shipper. One more coming for Reif, who's looking to get on the board, and that one missed the rim. That should not count. That missed the rim as that hit the backboard, and you just don't see that often. She missed that about 1.5 feet to the left. It doesn't matter. And that's going to be a travel on Barger. Second Norwell turnover of the half. Yeah, that's an easy call to miss because of its slingshot off the pad of the bottom of the backboard, but that did not get anywhere close to the rim. Oh. Emily Duggan's going to throw up a shot and draw the foul call, and she'll go to the line. Norwell now is playing sloppy here as they are starting to break down a little bit, and that's not good to see. 4:51 left in this third quarter. Duggan's first free throw is good. Shelton and Bales check back in for Norwell. Filling and Wilson take a seat. Duggan's 1 for 2 on the game from the line. This one off the back iron. She has not missed from the field, but she's missed twice from the line. 57% free throw shooter. One-handed pass out to Barger. The Knights starting to move the ball a little better on offense, and then they throw it away right through the hands of Maya Shelton. It was a good pass, but a little bit too much mustard on it, and it's the third Norwell turnover. They only turned it over 4 times in the entire first half. They've nearly equaled that number halfway through the third quarter. Duggins tried to loop it into Ellie Snepp, and she ended up throwing it out of bounds. And it's the third Whitko turnover. Bales across the timeline. Bounces it out to Rouse. She drives and scores with the right hand. Logan Rouse finds the basket for the first time since the first quarter. 12 points for her, though. She had 6 free throws in that second quarter. Ousley deep again. This one no good. And Dunnick has the rebound. And then a silly foul by Emily Duggins, and it's number 3. Well, it's becoming pretty clear why, or not why I should say, but how Ousley has the number of three-point attempts she does. She's now at 120 three-point attempts on the season, and the team has only attempted 170. Wow.
She's definitely not afraid to pull it from way beyond the arc either, Derek.
Oh, man, I mean, some of these shots are from 28 feet. Nice ball movement again, but Rouse was stripped, so it's the 4th Norwell turnover in the half, 8th on the game. And, nice play, but a block by Maya Shelton. Ball is on the floor. Coach Thornton calling for timeout, doesn't get it. But they come out of the scrum with it anyway. Dunnick, it crawls over the rim for the basket. 13 for Aubrey, 48-35. Norwell trying to regain control. Just 8 points in this third quarter with 3:13 to play. Taylor Reif on the dribble. Leaves it for Ousley again for 3. This one's short. Rebound long, though. Out right into the open arms of Liz Fouts, who was in the right place at the right time. And it's 48-37. Bales thought she had somebody in the corner, and she didn't. Dunnick is running the baseline for the Knights on offense. Again, she runs, and this time draws the foul on Snepp as she was body checked out of bounds. Snepp picks up number 2. It's the second on the team as well. Shipper checks back in for Whitko, number 22. And Fouts goes to the bench. Brielle Wilson will inbound as Dunnick takes a seat here. Over the top, Rouse. That's a nice one-handed catch and gets the roll off the glass. 14 points for Logan, 50-37. 2:30 left in the third quarter. Snepp puts it on the floor, turns it over, tried to go inside to Shipper, but she was not open. Norwell created the turnover. Shelton drives into the lane, and no good. And she can't get the rebound either. Ellie Snepp pulls it out of there. Almost fell in. Shipper with the turnaround. She wasn't even looking at the basket when she let that one go, and she cuts the lead back to 11, 50-39. 1:55 to play. Bounce pass into the corner. Shelton open for a three try. This one goes, and finally the Knights get something from outside. Maya Shelton, 5 points for her, just her second basket of the game. That makes her 1 for 3 from the three-point line. Barger takes it right out of the hands of Ellie Snepp on the other end. They're trying to build on that 14-point lead. Rouse throws it in the corner. Bales on the baseline. Shelton again for three. This one's off the side of the rim. Rebound on the floor is tied up, and it'll go back to Whitko. Well, Shelton not able to get two in a row. Kaylee Filling's going to check back in for Norwell as Lauren Bales will go to the bench. Anna Ousley will walk it across for Whitko. Rouse tried for the steal, gambled on it, and then Barger came down on the shot attempt by Kayla Shipper, and it'll send her to the line. Barger picks up number 3. That's actually just her first foul in quite some time. She played a lot of minutes on the floor with 2. Shipper, a 46% free throw shooter. First attempt tonight. And that one's good. Now, after watching some film on these Lady Wildcats, this is one of the best games they've played all year.
I think it's hard to make an argument that this isn't, one of the best, if not the best game they played all year based on their shooting percentages and a little bit of film we watched, Eric.
Yeah, and they're just playing with a lot of energy tonight as they're getting a lot of things going. They have definitely had more energy than the Lady Knights here tonight. They're playing with a purpose. They don't have the lead. Norwell leads it by 12 as they're obviously the better team, but Whitko has played pretty well tonight. Filling misses the shot from the corner. It was a 3 attempt. Reif pulled down the rebound. And they try to get something going with 45 seconds left in the quarter. Reif turns, kicks. Shot fake by Hewitt, and then it's taken away. Ball's going to go out of bounds. Last touched by Norwell, as it was Barger laying out of bounds with it. Had it roll up against her leg. A Whitko player may be injured. Somebody was laying on the floor there. Boy, Jim has gotten quiet on a couple of occasions here tonight. And, I mean, you can hear a pin drop in here. It's just not that many people here. It's not a bad crowd from Norwell, but certainly nobody from Whitko. Just a handful of fans. 26 seconds left in the quarter. They're going to try to set up, I think, one final play as Sarah Hewitt handles it between the circles. And Wilson steps right in the passing lane. Brielle is fouled on the other end by Taylor Reif. We'll send her back to the line. Taylor picks up her first with 14 seconds left here in the third. There's been a lot more scoring than I anticipated in this game by Whitko, especially. But by Norwell as well, as they're set to nearly eclipse their season average in points here in this third quarter. Wilson gets the first one. Her first points of the second half brings her game total to 12. And Brielle looks good on her free throws tonight. 3 for 3, 55-41. 10 seconds left. Ousley, and it's nearly picked off. Last touch by Whitko. Yeah, that's a good call. Sarah Hewitt backed away from the basketball, saying she didn't touch it, but she clearly did. With 6.9 left in this third quarter, Norwell's going to have a chance to get a last shot off. Wilson into the front court. Rouse, 2 seconds. Shelton drives into the lane, lost it, and a foul's called with .2 on the clock. Foul is on Rife again. It's her second. Just the fourth on the team here in this second half. And Shelton, the 75% free throw shooter, finds the bottom of the net on the first one. She's actually the best on the team at 75%. And the Knights have been very good. Only one miss tonight so far. That one's good as well. Shelton with 7 now, and the inbounds is all they can do to run out the clock. So after a slow start to that third quarter, the Knights extend their lead from halftime from 12 to 16. It's 57-41 after 3. We're back in a minute. This is Norwell basketball on WellsCountyVoice.com, part of the Voice Sports Network.
Welcome to the new Heidi Automotive Group. We have a brand new state-of-the-art facility. Now you can shop for a new Chevrolet, Buick, Dodge, Ram, Jeep, or Chrysler at the same location right here in Bluffton, Indiana. We have a huge selection of pre-owned cars, trucks, vans, and crossovers. We focus on quality, and that is why we certify our pre-owned inventory so you get more warranty, free maintenance, and peace of mind. Don't worry about your credit. We have financing options for everyone. Heidi Automotive Group, a new look, but old-fashioned integrity.
Welcome back to the Castle. Norwell leads at 57-41 after 3. The Lady Knights just 3 of 17 from the three-point line here in this contest, and they still lead by 16, and they've still scored 57. So Norwell's three-point shooting continues to be poor as of late. They've got to find that groove again, especially as we go down the home stretch of this regular season. They're going to need it on Saturday, too. It just really opens things up, and it's a team that can shoot it, so teams still respect it, but they've been ice cold right now. They're getting good looks, just not falling. Rouse trying to force something and threw up a wild shot. Couldn't get it to go. Nice rebound by Dunnick, and she leaves it for Barger for the basket. Brianne Barger with her 4th point of the game, just 2nd basket. And there's a turnover. Up ahead, Wilson will lay it in. Brielle, 15 now, and all of a sudden it's ballooned up to 20. 61-41. Duggins on the bounce with the left hand. There's a 3 ball on the way and no good. It was Sarah Hewitt with the attempt, looking for another 3. Her first shot attempt of the second half, actually. And Filling's going to travel with it. Well, after a rough start to the third quarter turnover-wise, Norwell has cleaned it up. It's the 5th turnover of the second half, just 9th on the game, and there have been a lot of possessions in this game. Filling nearly stripped that as she was trying to dig on Kayla Shipper. Liz Fouts tried to put it up and is going to be tied up. She missed the shot, actually hit the bottom of the backboard. It bounced back. So Whitko will stay in possession, and Fouts will inbound it. 6:42 left, a 61-41 Norwell lead. But not near as many as the computer projected. Turnaround from 15 by Shipper is good. Kayla Shipper has her 10th point, and a quick timeout is called by Coach Rick Bragg. And I think this is a full one, so we'll go ahead and take it along with him. This is Norwell basketball on WellsCountyVoice.com.
Everything that I do can have an impact on somebody else.
You can dream any dream, and you can chase any dream, and you can have a chance to succeed at that dream.
We're here just a speck of time.
Given the opportunities to be selfless.
That's what God does with us.
Not forgetting how you got here and who helped you along the way.
What are you doing for others?
Those to whom much has been given, much is expected.
Welcome back to the Castle. 6:31 to go. It's a 61-43 Norwell lead. Coach Rick Bragg uses his 2nd timeout. Rick in a dark red sweater this evening with the khakis. I'm liking the casual look. That has come about in high school basketball more and more these days, especially in the girls' game. You just don't see a shirt and tie in girls' games. Brielle Wilson's going to be called for an offensive foul. Coach Thornton can't believe it. And
I'm not sure if you could hear it or not, but we could at least hear him say, no, just screaming from the sideline after that one.
Emily Duggins was the one drawing the offensive foul. On the baseline, it's Ellie Snepp with the miss. Norwell fans getting a little frustrated. In the front court now, Filling's out there with Wilson, Barger, Rouse, and Dunnick. And they're really perimeter-oriented. 4-around-1 right now with Dunnick being on the baseline as she usually is. Wilson lets fly a three and buries it from the corner. Brielle Wilson hits her third triple of the game. She's got 18. That was knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Whitko. Norwell going to give a run at their highest point total of the season, which came against Wabash. That was 84, so they'll need a pretty hefty fourth quarter total to get to that point. They had everything clicking in that game. They shot it very well from the field, much better than they've shot it here tonight. Although they've shot it pretty good here in the second half. That's another turnover. 25 on the game for Whitko. Wilson draws the foul. Couldn't get the shot to go, but she'll head back to the line for Norwell. Brielle is having herself quite a night here. She's got 18 points. 3 threes. Half of her 18 points. Snap picks up her third. Team's fifth, and Clank on the free throw. First miss on the game for her. Just the second Norwell miss as a team tonight, so they've shot very well from the free throw line. Back into the game for Whitko is Taylor Reif. She checks in for Hewitt. And Brielle is good on the second one. So a 22-point lead for Norwell. I believe that's as big as it's been here tonight. But it feels closer as Whitko has done a lot to stay in this contest. So if you're Coach Rick Bragg, you got to be taking a lot of positives out of this game. It's the 9th turnover of the second half, though, as they're starting to get sloppy again. Norwell just trying to close this thing out and then look forward to Saturday. Post pass comes to Dunnick, and she misses front rim, rebounded by Liz Fouts. First miss of the second half for Dunnick, another Whitko turnover, and this will result in a Kaylee Filling basket in transition, assist Wilson. Filling with her first basket of the second half. She's got 8 now. Reif might have gotten away with the walk, drives baseline, leaves it for Liz Fouts, and she will get the friendly roll from 5 feet. Fouts has 4. It's back to 22. 4:26 to play in the contest. Yeah, that luckily got through to Logan Rouse. It was tipped by a couple of Whitko defenders. Knight's fortunate that time that didn't result in a turnover. Liz Fouts picks up her second foul. It's the team's 6th, so it does not put Norwell in the bonus just quite yet. Kylie Topp's going to check back into the game for the first time in a while here, along with Lauren Bales. Rouse and Filling to the bench. Over the top pass comes to Dunnick. It was batted back, and Wilson scores. That was a very well-run play by the Knights, and it's the first time we've seen it all year.
There's not many girls out there that can do that as well as Aubrey Dunnick can.
Well, credit her with an assist, and Wilson has 21. And Barger's going to be called for a blocking foul on the baseline, riding Ellie Snepp, and it's number 4 on the sophomore. Maya Shelton's going to check back into the game, but for Aubrey Dunnick, she might not see any more time tonight with 4:02 to go. Knights certainly won't need her. In the corner, getting free was Duggins, but a nice recovery. And saved in by Brielle Wilson, but to the wrong team. Snepp threw up a shot with the left hand and couldn't get it to go, and a foul going over the back on the rebound. It'll put Norwell in the bonus here. That foul is on Ousley. Or I take it back, it's on Snepp. So equally as damaging as it's number 4 on Snepp. Emily Duggins will go to the bench here as Ousley will come into the game. Reif goes to the bench as well. And actually, Gus Garr will check into the game for the first time. 5'6" freshman, played in the JV game tonight. Wilson, the front end, rims it no good. So Gus is short for Augusta, but she played pretty well in the JV game. Norwell won that JV game 47-25. Kylie Topp immediately picks up a foul not long after she checked back in. It's number 4. Kaylee Filling checks back in for Norwell, and Brielle Wilson goes to the bench with a well-deserved round of applause. Inbounds comes to Snepp. She couldn't get the shot to go. She had tried to go over the top of Barger. That's a difficult thing to do, especially when you're 4 inches shorter, as Barger plays even bigger than 5'11". Shelton ran into a wall. No foul called, so she missed the shot. Rebound pulled out of there by Ousley. 3:08 to go. 69-45 Norwell. And Snepp lost it out of bounds. Just couldn't control that pass made there by Gus Garr. We've got another sub. Duggan's back in, and so is Reif. So Gus Garr's going to check out, along with Liz Fouts. But the freshman getting a little bit of time. This is not a young team by any stretch for Whitko. They just don't have a ton of talent this year. They lost it all last year. They were 21-5 last year. Barger's fouled inside by Anna Ousley. But this is a team that was 8-1 in the Three Rivers Conference last year, 9-1 at home. They just had a terrific year. 19-7 the year prior. And 16-9, 16-7 the 2 years prior to that. So they've had a real good run at Whitko. That class was particularly talented, and Coach Bradley knew it. Barger missed the first one. And Brienne will get 1 of 2. 5 points now for the 5'11 forward. 70-45. Norwell leads it. Barger might have gotten away with a foul. Nah, she won't get away this time, as Kayla Shipper took it to the basket. They're actually going to get the foul on Maya Shelton on the grab, and that's only her first. Keeps Barger in the game because she has 4. Shipper is 2 for 2 tonight from the line, 46% on the season. This one is good. She's looked pretty good, though. Haley Henshin is going to check into the game. Barger probably is done for the night. So it's good to see Hench get some more work after a lot of quality minutes at Plymouth. As again, the Knights were short-handed there. This one misses right, and Henshin immediately grabs the rebound. Haley's a kid that could really develop into a good player for this Norwell team. She's got a lot of potential. Does very well in the JV contest. Bales on the floor for the Knights right now, along with Shelton, Filling, Top. That rim's good for Kaylee Filling, and she's become deadly from about that range, 8 or 10 feet, the little floater. And you don't see that a lot in the girls' game either, so it's a unique weapon for the Knights to have. Oh, nice pass underneath. That was Kayla Shipper. She cuts the lead to 24, and Coach Rick Bragg is going to use a full timeout. So we'll take it along with him and be back. This is Norwell Basketball on WellsCountyVoice.com.
Peyton's Northern, a Kroger company, is now hiring. At Peyton's, you'll get a job with career advancement opportunities, employee discounts, and educational assistance. A successful applicant will need to be 18 years of age, have the ability to work weekends, holidays, and overtime, can operate motorized equipment, complete strength and endurance testing, pass a pre-employment and background screens, work 10-hour shifts, and lift 55 pounds. At Peyton's, we offer matching 401k retirement savings, paid incentive days, personal and vacation days. To apply for this opportunity online at jobs.kroger.com. Click on Logistics and Distribution Jobs and search for Bluffton. For questions, call Peyton Staffing Center at 260-827-2108 or 2109. That's jobs.kroger.com.
Welcome back to the Castle. 2:03 to play. 72-48 Norwell. They go baseball pass to Kylie Top just to get it into the front court. Norwell probably going to be in a motion type of offense here. Filling turns, though, and is stripped and fouled. I think it's on Rife. It's her third. And Kaylee will shoot two. Kaylee 2 for 2 tonight from the stripe. Wow, it's quiet in here, Jacob.
You could hear the ball hit the rim, Derek.
I didn't want to say anything. I don't know why everybody's so quiet. Kaylee misses both. Rebound in there to Ellie Snap. So Norwell's free throw percentage kind of tanked here in the second half, especially in the fourth quarter. Wild shot that time by Shipper. Ball's on the floor, into the lane, and tied up. It'll go back to Norwell. And Ashley Vandenboom. And this is good to see. Ashley has not seen varsity time in quite a while. After injuring herself at Concordia early in the season, Kaylee Filling retires. This is probably the 5 you'll see on the floor for the rest of the game. Shelton looking for some help on the inbounds and does get it into Lauren Bales. She's trying to cross over usually much quicker than Anna. It's become evident. Vandenboom will drive, get it underneath to Henshin, and she'll draw the foul. Emily Duggins picks up the personal, and it'll send Haley Henshin to the line. Haley has just 4 points on the season here coming in and is 2 for 4 from the free throw line. And this one is good. Line drived it home. One more coming for Hench. 2 for 2. Haley, who also had herself a nice JV game tonight, adds to Norwell's lead. Emily Duggins goes coast to coast for the basket. Just trying to make something happen in this last 1:15. 74-50. Whitko with one of their highest point totals of the season here tonight. Lauren Bales couldn't get the left-handed layup to go, but Henshin there to tie the basketball up with Ellie Snap, but it will go back to Whitko on the alternating possession. As a matter of fact, this is going to be Whitko's second highest point total of the season. That 3 is missed by Ousley, but an offensive rebound is corralled by Taylor Rife. Ousley will try again. And no good again. Ball's on the floor and tied up again. So Anna Ousley has kind of lost her touch here. 2 for 7 on the game. Just 1 for 5 in the second half. Lauren Bales looking to inbound it here. Needs to get it in. Finally does to Kylie Top. 41 seconds. So again, Whitko scored. Oh, nice pass underneath. Henshin gets the basket to go. Assist Bales. Nice find by Lauren. Nice finish by Henshin. And she has a career-high 4 points in this one. Shipper missed the shot. It was contested and tipped and knocked out of bounds by the Lady Knights. For Whitko, their highest point total was 56 against Madison Grant. A 64-56 loss there. The lead is 26. Inbounds comes to Ellie Snepp. Couldn't get the shot to go from the left side. Rebound to Maya Shelton. And with 17 seconds, this should probably do it. Knights into the motion. On top's going to try to drive and be fouled. She's being aggressive. If it's on Ellie Snepp, she's going to foul out of the game. It is. So Snepp has seen her final seconds on the floor. Just 8.4 seconds left in the game, though. And Snepp will be subbed in by Gus Garr. 2 shots coming for Kylie. She's just 2 for 6 on the season from the line. This one is good. One more coming for the junior. And top looked good on both of those. Inbounds comes to Oosley. 5 seconds to play. Duggan's going to chuck a 3, and it's a brick. And rebounded by Ashley Vandenboom. And that will be the ball game. The final score reads Norwell 78, Whitko 50. The Knights improved to 12-5. We'll go ahead and take a break and return with the postgame show. This is Norwell basketball. The Knights win today.
At First Bank of Bern, we believe free should mean free. Not kind of free. Completely free. That's exactly what our free and easy checking account is. Free of fees, free of hassles, free of catches. You also get a free Visa check card, free online banking, free mobile banking, free telephone banking, free text and email alerts, and free e-statements. You get all this when you sign up for free and easy checking from First Bank of Bern. It's that simple. First Bank of Bern. Member FDIC.
The Bowling Center in Bluffton has adult youth double leagues with 1 adult and 1 youth per team, or 2 youth may make a team starting soon. The leagues are 10 weeks long and everyone plays every frame. With 22 lanes, there is plenty of excitement to go around. So stop by to practice or come relax with friends. And don't forget about Friday Fun. From 12 noon to 6 p.m., only $1 per game and 50-cent shoe rental in a smoke-free environment. The Bowling Center is located at 1231 South Main Street in Bluffton. Visit bowlbluffton.com.
Bluffton Roofing Incorporated prides themselves on developing a long-term relationship with their customers, listening to their needs and suggesting the proper course of action, be it preventative maintenance, repair, or replacement. Bluffton Roofing and owner James Worth are GAF certified and are certified weather stopper roofing contractors. Bluffton Roofing is fully insured, protecting you and your home. Call 824-3564 or 307-6313. Bluffton Roofing Incorporated. Quality first home improvements. Eyes are important indicators of overall health, and comprehensive eye care goes beyond a prescription for glasses or contact lenses. At Bluffton Family Eye Care, Doctors Mitchell, Miller, and Fry take the time to get to know you, your eye care history, and your vision needs. To ensure healthy eyes and your best possible vision, our optometrists combine experience and expertise with the latest technology. They provide the expert care, advice, and the follow-up you need to look and feel your best. They take pride in providing excellent customer service by creating a personal connection with each patient individually.
To look and feel your best, visit Doctors Mitchell, Miller, and Fry at Bluffton Family Eye Care, 105 West Harvest Road in Bluffton. Call 824-3424. That's 824-3424 or online at BlufftonFamilyEyeCare.com.
Every team knows that the three-point play can be a winning move. That's why State Farm and me, Kevin Beatty, and my team are here to help you go for 3 by combining your home, auto, and life insurance. It's a great call that saves you time and money. So go for the win and score savings by combining your home, auto, and life. It's just another way we're here to help things go right. So call me, State Farm Agent Kevin Beatty, at 824-1928 or in Bern at 589-2077.
It's the kid in grade school who paints her face blue and white before every home game.
It's the accountants and salesmen who give up their Friday evenings to referee.
It's the cashier at the corner convenience store who wears school colors on every game day.
What makes high school sports here in Indiana so special? They do.
You do.
We all do.
This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
I'm Dr. Josh Bell from Corrective Chiropractic in Bluffton.
My goal with chiropractic treatment is to make you feel and function better by providing neurostructural corrections to help put your spine back into alignment, to strengthen your nerve system, and to relieve nerve pain. We strive to help you heal and stay healthy for years to come. Our full-service chiropractic team in Bluffton provides corrective exercises, lifestyle advice, along with spinal and postural screenings. We're also providers of custom rapid weight loss programs. Lose weight fast now, 20, 30, 40 pounds, with a doctor-supervised weight loss system. To learn more or schedule an appointment, call Corrective Chiropractic today at 260-353-1400, serving Bluffton, Yoder, Decatur, Bern, Montpelier, and the surrounding area. Corrective Chiropractic, 360 North Main Street, Suite A, Dutch Mill Plaza, Bluffton, Indiana.
Looking for future leaders we can believe in? Look no further than the high school student athletes right here in Indiana. High school sports teach young people how to be effective leaders. It includes learning to listen, accepting responsibility, being a good role model, and it's about respect. The result, it transcends sports. It gives us hope for the future. This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
At Bluffton Family Eye Care, our optometrists provide more than routine family eye care. Doctors Mitchell, Miller, and Fry are also specially trained to provide advanced treatment for eye infections, dry eyes, eye allergies, foreign body removal, and eye injuries. There are many treatments available for these eye health issues, and a treatment plan will be recommended based on your specific needs. To ensure healthy eyes and your best possible vision, our optometrists combine experience and expertise with the latest technology. They provide the expert care, advice, and the follow-up you need to look and feel your best.
To look and feel your best, visit Drs. Mitchell, Miller, and Fry at Bluffton Family Eye Care, 105 West Harvest Road in Bluffton. Call 824-3424. That's 824-3424, or online at BlufftonFamilyEyeCare.com.
Looking for future leaders we can trust and believe in? Look no further than the high school student athletes right here in Indiana. High school sports teach young people how to be effective leaders. It begins by making their grades and being on time for practice. It includes learning to listen, following directions, accepting responsibility, being a good role model. And it's about respect for officials, opponents, the rules, and each other. The result? It transcends sports. It gives us hope for the future. High school sports. There's so much more than just a game. This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Welcome back to the Castle, wrapping things up after a 78-50 Norwell victory, and Jacob, the Knights recovered in that second half pretty well after Whitko had the lead as small as 8 in that third quarter.
Yeah, the Knights did a good job recovering. They limited the turnovers the entire game, and they did so in the second half as well. They ratcheted up the defensive intensity of that third quarter like I hoped they would initially, and they just finally got back to their ways.
Yeah, they had equaled their turnover number in the first half, in the first 4 minutes of that third quarter. So they only ended up turning over 10 times, though, in the ballgame. So that's pretty solid. Only 6 turnovers in that second half. And for as many possessions as there were in that game, that's pretty impressive for the Lady Knights. We'll go ahead and jump into the final statistics before we get a chance to talk to Coach Thornton here this evening. We'll start with Whitko. Individually leading the way was junior Emily Duggins with 14. Kayla Shipper had 13 for the Wildcats to go along with Sarah Hewitt. She had 8, Anna Ousley with 6, Ellie Snepp with 5. As a team, they shot at 20 of 44 from the field for 45%. From the three-point line, 5 of 12 for 42%, and 5 of 10 from the free throw line for 50%. They turned it over just 10 times in the second half after 17 in the first half. 12 of those were in the first quarter for a game total of 27. The player to watch out for from the three-point line for Whitko was Anna Ousley. She had taken 74% of the team's three-pointers coming in, and she finished 2 of 7 for the contest. For the Lady Knights, leading the way was Brielle Wilson, one of the best games we've seen her have this year. Definitely shot it very well from outside. 21 points for her. Also in double figures with 14 was Logan Rouse. Dunnick had 13, 6 of those in the second half. Kaylee Filling also reaching double figures with 10. So the Knights put 4 players in double figures tonight. Maya Shelton with 7. Breanne Barger 5. Haley Henshin with a career high of 4. Kylie Top with 4 as well for the Lady Knights. As a team, they shot at 26 of 57 from the field for 46%, 4 of 18 from distance for 22%. That is what kept the Knights from running away from this one because they got a lot of great looks from out there. And 20 of 26 from the line for 77%. If this team can continue to get to the line that many times and shoot it that well from the line when they get there, they're going to be difficult to beat, especially as we go forward in the last several games of the regular season and then going into the sectional.
Yeah, they did an exceptional job from the line, and really that's what gave them that lead, and they just need to continue to do that. They need to keep playing to their strengths. They just need to focus on running an effective offense. Whenever we struggled right there, our offensive efficiency was just terrible. We were just settling for stupid shots, and you kind of see that in the three-point percentage. If we can just run our stuff and take care of business, I think we'll be all right.
Well, 5 to go here in this regular season. They're going to close it out with a difficult end. Belmont, Jay County, New Haven, and Lures on the road before the return home for East Noble on January the 26th. Before we go into sectional, the sectional draw on the 21st, it's a stacked sectional. It's got 4 teams that could legitimately win the title. You're talking about a team in Lures who's probably going to come in as the favorite, at least in Class 3, according to the Sagarin ratings. Norwell probably second, and then Belmont right there for the third spot, along with Marion, who's having quietly a very good year. So this has been a very good sectional. It hasn't been a good sectional in quite some time. Norwell has won 7 in a row, and they haven't been challenged the last couple of years. The last time they really had any difficulty winning the sectional was against Lures in overtime, 72-69. They beat a very good Columbia City team a couple of years before that. But Coach Thornton was able to get his team to win the 7th consecutive time last season. We're going to go ahead and take another short timeout and be back with Coach Thornton and more. It's Norwell basketball on WellsCountyVoice.com, part of the Voice Sports Network.
Are you looking for a job or know of someone who is? Peyton's Northern, a Kroger company, is now hiring. At Peyton's, you'll get a job with career advancement opportunities, employee discounts, tuition reimbursement, and educational assistance. A successful applicant will need to be 18 years of age, have the ability to work weekends, holidays, and overtime, can operate motorized equipment, complete strength and endurance testing, pass a pre-employment and background screens, work 10-hour shifts, and lift 55 pounds. At Peyton's, we offer matching 401k retirement savings, paid incentive days, personal and vacation days, and you'll receive Kroger benefits after 60 days. All qualified applicants are encouraged to apply for this opportunity online at jobs.kroger.com. Click on Logistics and Distribution Jobs and search for Bluffton. For questions, call Peyton Staffing Center at 260-827-2108 or 2109. That's jobs.kroger.com. 260-827-2108. Peyton's Northern, now hiring.
Welcome back to the Castle for the final time. We're joined now by Norwell assistant coach Jason Frisch. And, Jason, your team did a lot of good things, winning by 28. It's a good margin. What did you like specifically about the team's offense tonight? Because there's a lot of good things, I think, to take away from the offensive end.
Yeah, absolutely. We have several things we just talked about in the locker room. This is one of those games where we just want to get better. And so, we felt like we could have stayed in our 13 probably all game and maybe won this game by 40 or 50 points. I mean, that first quarter, 13 was working for us, our 1-3-1 half-court trap. We kind of went away from it intentionally. We wanted to work on our man-to-man defense. Whitko's a team. They've got a couple couple strengths, and one of the things they do is just get the ball up the court quick, and we have to get matched up quick. We've got to figure out who our fullback is, who our halfback is, who we're going to match up. We knew that was one thing we could get better at tonight with what Whitko does, and so we chose to play a little more 10 than what we probably would have normally if we're trying to maybe win big or score some more points. Offensively, I know you asked. We moved the ball well. I don't remember too many bad shots that we took. We really stressed. Let's move the ball. Let's work it around. Anytime we can get Logan or Aubrey on the baseline, kind of slash into the hole, drive in, that's our strength. That's our bread and butter. We love getting those two the ball. They both finish so well. They both have a lot of touch. Obviously, Brielle Wilson just shot the ball lights out tonight. She's been shooting with so much confidence. A few three-pointers. I'm looking here. 3 for 8 from behind the line. I think she started out slow in the second half. I think she hit several of those. Across the board, really well. Kaylee Fueling, 10 points. Aubrey with 13. Brielle 21. Logan 14. There's 4 kids in double figures. You got to be happy with that. We're a tough team to guard. I don't think there's any one kid you could face guard. I don't think there's any one kid you could just take out of the game and really hurt us. I think we're a pretty deep ball club, and I think we showed that tonight. 4 kids in double figures.
Well, Jason, you've got Belmont coming up on Saturday. One of the most, if not the most important game of the year so far, and probably will be going forward. This is most likely going to determine the conference. It will at least give whoever wins that game a 1-game lead over the rest of the pack. So what are you looking at from the squaws who really probably going to be playing with a chip on their shoulder? They haven't beaten Norwell in a number of years. They were close once last year, but a blowout win in sectional for the Lady Knights. So what are you expecting from the squaws?
Yeah, they're a very good ball club, and we know that. There's not a whole lot that you can do to surprise either one of us. We've played each other so many times over the last several years. A couple times a year, it feels like it's just inevitable. It's going to happen. So we know what they want to do, and they know what we want to do, and it's going to be honestly who comes out and who wants it more. And so we're expecting a battle as always when they come in here. I know there are several of them here tonight. We notice when they come in, and I'm sure they notice when we go to their gym to watch them. And it's just there's no love lost. We love playing each other. We love the battle that it brings. Obviously, the winner of Saturday night is going to control their own destiny. We have 2 conference games after Saturday, and so we still have to take care of business with that. But yeah, the driver's seat is who wins this game Saturday. It's been a game on our schedule for a long time, and we haven't talked about it until the locker room right now, just about 5 minutes ago. And so it was the first time we mentioned their name. We didn't overlook anyone on our schedule, even Whitko. We prepared for Whitko, but Saturday I think everyone kind of quietly knew that's the game we were looking at this week, and so there's no doubt about it. We're excited to play Saturday.
Okay, Jason, we certainly appreciate you taking the time to come up here and join us on The Voice this evening. We certainly congratulate you on the win, and we wish you the best of luck on Saturday against Belmont.
Hey, appreciate it, man.
Yep,
we'll see you there, right? See you tomorrow at practice?
That's right.
There
we
go.
You'll see me tomorrow.
All right.
That was Norwell head assistant coach Jason Frisch joining us here on Wells County Voice this evening. As we begin to wrap things up here, Jacob, we do need to name a player of the game for the Lady Knights, and go ahead and give me your pick.
It's a really tough one, Derek. There's a lot of people that played really well, but for me, I think it has to go to Brielle Wilson. She did a very good job. I think this is a game that she can build some confidence in going into Saturday. She hit a couple threes. She had a couple solid offensive possessions, and she also played well on the defensive end too.
Yeah, she does a lot of things for these Knights. Had a couple of assists to go along with that. She only averages 8 points and 3 rebounds a game, but she does lead the team in three-point shooting, 3 for 8 tonight, which is about her average on the season. 36% is her average, but a game high 21 points for the 5'7" senior. So the player of the game, I'll go ahead and agree with you. It's Brielle Wilson for the Lady Knights. So that'll do it here from Norwell. The final score, one more time, Norwell 78, Whitko 50. The Lady Knights improve to 12-5 on the season, and Whitko falls to 1-16. We'll be back online with you on Friday night from the TP in Decatur as the Knights boys take on Belmont. Until then, on behalf of Jacob Collins and the entire Wells County Voice crew, this is Derek Decker saying so long and God bless.
We hope you enjoyed this high school sports broadcast on the Voice Sports Network. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel.
The preceding production is property of Voice Enterprises, and all rights are reserved worldwide. Thank you for listening to this production of Voice Enterprises, taking media in a new direction.